Yeah! Get up!
What is up, everybody? It is that one guy taking a nice little stroll around my hometown here, Woodland, California. We're going to pass through historic downtown Woodland here in a minute. But I've taken some time and some consideration into making a new series of videos. And if you haven't already, check out a couple of my playlists. Go back to my channel's homepage and check out some of my playlists, because we've got some. Ooh, this is a terrible stretch of road right here. But check out some of my playlists. We've got a few different segments that we do regularly on this channel. One of them is movie motorcycle movements. One of those is bike reviews that we do. That's probably the most frequent one that we do on the channel, is bike reviews. And we also have Ask Me Something, which is more about me, because hey, it's my channel and people are interested in knowing about me. Hey, go figure. Wow, did not expect that to be a Mercedes when I heard that sound. Cool. But what we're gonna do right now is talk about a new segment that I've had in mind for literally months. I have wanted to start this segment of videos for a long time, and I'm finally getting around to it. There would be these times where I'm like, oh, I've got to start this segment, I've got to start doing these videos, and I just never got around to it. But we're gonna do it today, and I don't know exactly what to call it. So if you've got a clever name for this segment, leave it in the comments. And what I want to talk about is tips about how I feel like my marriage has been successful. And I don't know if I want to call them tips, because I don't think these will always work for everyone, because we're all different. Everyone's relationships are different. You know, some of us might have similar relationships with our spouses, with our husbands, our wives, our significant others. But what I wanted to do was just share with you, holy shit. Sorry, that'll get bleeped out. All right, I don't know what the heck that guy was doing. Anyway, yeah, that wasn't gonna be death, but that was definitely gonna be bye-bye motorcycle and out of commission that one guy for a while. All right, I can be thankful that I'm still alive, and thankful that I'm married to an amazing woman, and that's part of it. Find yourself an amazing companion. Find that companion that's amazing for you, that's special to you, that you're compatible with, as we pass through historic downtown Woodland. But I wanted to talk specifically, and we're going to talk specifics when we talk in these segments, not in generalities, because, you know, like I said, things help other people might not help you. Things that help you might not help me. But the thing that we're going to talk about today is communication. When I say communication, I'm not going to talk about communication in general. I'm going to talk specifically about what communication can do for you, and how it helps us in our marriage between my wife and I. Now, just a little bit of background, so you're not like, well, I mean, you've only been married for this long, and, you know, you've only known your wife for this long. Let me just give you a little bit of background, because not all of us are in the same situation. But I've been married for 17 years, and I have known my wife for almost a quarter of a century. We've been dating since high school. We went to our senior prom together. Have things always just been peachy keen? Have things always just been, you know, just perfect? I'm pretty sure anyone that's been together with someone for that long can tell you, no, things are not always going to be perfect. Things aren't always going to be just happy and you know, just good times all the time. No, that's not how life works. And as far as I know, that's not how anyone's life works. I don't care if you're married or not. You know, things are hard, and people go through stuff all the time, and you most likely will never hear about it unless you're close to those people. So here's what I'm going to tell you about communication. communication isn't just about talking to each other all the time, because even sometimes when my wife and I are going through hard times, we do talk a lot. But what happens is that we get caught up in the minutia of life. We talk about TV, we talk about life, we talk about sports, we talk about other people. But sometimes talking about each other and the state that our relationship is in. I'm gonna have to pull over a little bit here to let this emergency vehicle through. See, there's a lot of things. See, look, I'm already facing all these obstacles. I start talking about this and I'm faced with death in the form of somebody almost running me down, and I'm faced with emergency vehicles needing to get through to stop the video. Something was going on around here. People all dressed up. But, you know, you've got to focus some of that talk time for an inventory of your relationship. People don't like to talk about their relationship, and it's understandable. Sometimes it's boring. Sometimes things are fine. But here's the time that you've got to watch out for. There's times when you yourself might think that things are just great, but your spouse might not feel the same way. Your significant other, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your roommate might not feel the same way. And it's that time that you need to talk, and you need to talk frankly about things. Is that easy? Absolutely not. And here's the other thing when I'm talking about communication that you need to be leery of, and you need to be careful about, is talking to other people about your relationship. And the reason why I say to be careful about that is because the people that you talk to might take a side, but those people will never have all of the information that they need to make an informed enough decision about your life or about your relationship. So if you're going to seek advice from someone, that's great, but what you don't want to do is let that person dictate how your relationship is going to end up, how your relationship is going to be. Because the only two people that know everything about your relationship are the two of you that are in that relationship. So, those are my 2 tips for you today on communication. I know this might not be a super popular segment of videos on my channel, but I know that a lot of you out there are married, a lot of you out there have a significant other, and it's hard to talk about these things. And that's another reason why I wanted to put this out there. It wasn't just for me because I wanted to talk about this, or because I wanted to brag about, oh, my wife and I have been together for 17 years and blah blah blah. No, this isn't about me. This is about sharing in my experience what has worked for me and what I think can help you in your relationship. Maybe if you're suffering from some difficulty. But again, I can't help you. Only you can help you. But take these tips, do with them what you will. Leave it in the comments if you feel like that what I've said today might help you in your life. And if you've tried what I've laid out for you today, let me know how it worked out. Let me know if you think I'm full of crap, or if you think that what I've said today won't be helpful or hasn't been helpful. Because, you know, feedback is always appreciated, good or bad. Alright guys, that's all I've got for you today. It's kind of a different thing here on the channel, but again, we do some things on this channel that aren't super popular, but we do them anyway, because it's my channel. Alright guys, that's all I've got. If you like this video, hit that like button down there, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Alright guys, I'm that one guy. If you're out there riding, be safe, and if you're not riding, get riding. This is that one guy, and I am out.